Hey, good morning, everyone. Ravi here, and I know it's been some time since I did the live trade. I thought I'll spend some time today. If you're online, I think I see one person online. Now, if you're able to hear my voice, can you say yes or no? Already, I think Nifty is fairly stable today. I do not see much of an issue, and morning there was some bit of a drop, but then after that it's kind of a, I would say it's a hockey stick kind of a pattern here, and then I think after that there is some bit of a consolidation. Again, we do not know. This is kind of a double top here. We do not know whether it's going to go up or it's going to fall from here. One of those things definitely would happen, but we'll see what would happen today. So right now I'm definitely in some positions, but 1 second, I'm just checking. I'm at 23,300 CE, 23,250 CE, and then the 23,200 PE. 23,200 PE I just entered actually, but I think that's going to be a little bit risky position, but I'll see how the things would shape up later as we progress. I'll share the screen in a moment, but right now, overall, I think Nifty seems to be all right. We still got another how many hours left? Let me draw one line here so that we know. So we are, I think probably we are done with half of the trading hours. So yeah, not off. I think probably close to off, but not fully off. But anything can happen from here. We'll keep an eye and then see. Any of your trading today, do let me know, and happy to discuss your trades as well. Let me make it simple. So I have one alert here, which is 23,245, and also one alert here, which is 23,188. I think these two are all my view crucial numbers. If any of them breaks, obviously we will get into some bit of a trouble. So right now, as I said, I have 23,300 CE, some positions, and then 23,250 is very negligible. It just 1,800 quantity, not much. But then 23,200 P, I do have heavy loaded positions, so I'll have to keep an eye on them. So that's all. I think that's the trade for today. Let me probably quickly share my screen here. So as I said, these are all the positions that I have. I also have February. So this is basically to protect against my portfolio. As you can see, in case if Nifty falls, I want to protect the portfolio. I might probably get some losses, 1.9 lakhs, but that's all right. So, but that is the trade there. But otherwise, this is my main trade for today. And these are all the positions that I have at this point of time. So this is, yeah. Let's see what is happening. It says 73% probability. And then if you go to Greeks, it's almost close to zero. It's a kind of a delta neutral strategy right now, but let's see how what would happen later in the day. But right now, as I said, the crucial levels that we need to watch is today's stop, which is 23,250, and then there is some kind of a consolidation around 23,200, I think, and then there was definitely some bounce back. I would think as of now, Nifty would expire between these 2 points, and um, I think going anything beyond that, my view is probably not possible right now. But then we never know. We'll have to. So these are all the two levels that I'm tracking right now. So any of these levels breaks, then there's going to be either up move or down move. So the reason is it took a resistance here in the morning and then took a support here after the immediate. This is basically higher low, and then there is one more higher high here. Sorry, this is also, yeah, not say higher high, it's basically higher low. This is also, but if this breaks, I think this level is, as I said, very crucial. We'll see. All right, I think there is nothing to narrate here. I'm sure if any of you're trading, you know what to do, and I'll keep quiet for some time and happy to take any questions. And probably I'll share my positions in case if you are interested. There are my live positions right now. So there is some bit of a delay in sensible. Okay. Falling. Some currently, I think this is not updated. Currently at 23,250 and then 23,200. I think there is a little fall there. That's what it is impacted. Probably I'll close these and then do a fresh trade in a moment. But right now, I think I'll wait for some time to cool down and then see how it goes. Let's just focus on this one so that it's so this is a very narrow range for today. The reason also the IV is actually quite low. So I have a stop loss at about 18 for this particular thing. I would, in case if it crosses 18, I will exit this trade, this one, and then this one I do not have any stop loss for now. I will add that in a moment, but right now I'm okay. So I think right now the previous support at around I see 23. What is the number? 23,202. That was kind of broken, but then the reason I still want to hold this is as a synthetic future is at about 23,218. So which means that there could be some kind of an up move. So that's the only reason. But I'll as I said, in case probably what I'll do is in case if PE goes to 15, I would close that position and then move on to 23,150 PE. So that's where I'll not probably risk so much money there. Hello, Mr. Ramarao. Tell me, sir. So I think I'll just move one change. The reason is in case if Nifty goes below 23,200, then I wanted to make one change. The change is in case if actually this particular value, if it goes to 15, I will move to 23,150p. That's all. I think that's the only change that I'll make. If not full quantity, but some quantity, half of the quantity at least. I just want to protect the capital there. Well, I think it's cooled down a little bit right now, so no issues at all. Where is the stream? So there is one trade that I did yesterday. This was obviously after the result, and this is kind of a I'll not say covered call, but then I know after the results, this is HDFC went up, and then I just wanted to see if I can probably play around. So I think overall this is in profit right now, but then it's not a huge profit. But then capital is also pretty much negligible. So this is all right. So let's see. And then I think then I'm not doing covered call for today. I'm not doing it. So this is actually not a covered call, but then very close to that. But then I played with the PE here. As you can see, this is definitely to protect the portfolio in case if the portfolio falls. I want to protect with some I want to get some money, but this is February 6th expiry. This is basically done for the budget thing that is coming up very soon, right? So in case of the market falls drastically, I'll end up getting some money. But then this is very small capital. So this is one trade that I did, but it's not a pure play covered call. So covered call I will probably do later today. I will probably sell some CE calls and then leave it there. So I'm also waiting for a trigger to happen. Once that is done, I'll definitely let you know. Good morning. Let me share trade flow screen, but I think that would be might be a lot more exciting. All right, so I have only one stop loss right now, which is in the bottom. The reason is just now I saw Nifty took some support again at 23,200, and also you can see synthetic future is at 23,228. I have varied lots here. One is 126 versus 144,000. So sorry, it's 144,000. It's 14,400. Sorry, 14,400, and this is 12,600 quantity. That is the only one variable that I have, but if in case if Nifty goes up, I'll have to see how do I manage this. So that's very important. Let's stay on this screen for some time at least. So now, as I'm going to, because this is actually going up, right? I'll have to put some stop loss here. So I will put for 16, and then I'll get rid of this right now. So because bottom, I'm not much worried until unless I see one more red candle. I'll not be much worried. So anyway, I'm monitoring that chart in my other screen. So right now on the 5 minutes, we got two back-to-back green and back-to-back green rather. So once, let's say once turns out to be little red, then we can probably look at changing that position. I think I did speak about this earlier. I think Insta options is also one very useful tool. Maybe if any of you are part of my previous live streams, you would have seen this. Let me also share that very quick. Weighted average close, LMA falling. That's all right. This is on Sensex. Okay. That's when I think we just got one red candle there. Small red candle, not a big one. But I think I will show you this one. It's probably the easier to understand. All right. So what is this screen? This is basically, I did not put the zeros, remaining two zeros, but that's all right. So it's 126 and then 144, and then this gives the CE and then PE. And then, so for me as a buyer, as a seller rather, so not a buyer, as a seller, I would like to see a lot of green candles here, which means that the straddle price, sorry, triangle price has to become zero. And more I see red candles, I will be, which means that that is actually making some money. So that's the essence. I do not put the hedges here because hedges are very negligible, like 1 rupee, right? So it doesn't make sense to track them. But right now, the typically my earlier strategies would be I go to Heikinashi, and then in case if there are three greens, I will definitely exit depending on the kind of profits that I made so far that day. So here I did not obviously exit right now, but then this is one easy way to really track the strangle. Yeah, I think still upside there is some bit of a risk at this point of time. I'll not say it's going to be risk until later today, but then at least in the next 5-10 minutes, that's the risk that I see. And this is right now at about 11 rupees, right? So in case if it goes to 16, I will exit off of the quantity, which is from 12,600 to divided by 2, which is about 6,300. I will exit. So that's the plan right now. And also, I think this got to be supported with this particular thing, right? So it has to give continuous two greens, and then if it goes to 16, that's where I will perhaps exit. Let's stay on here. I'll need to do something. So as you can see, I have only one stop loss here, which is 16. When it reaches 16, I will decrease off the quantity. But then below, I do not have any stop loss because this is kind of a cool down at this point of time. I'm not much worried about that. What's the tax news? I'm not aware. Okay, so I mean these are all rumors right now. Nobody knows what's happening, right? So we never know. So I don't think it's because of the tax news. My view, because nowadays it's almost impossible to attribute what's moving up, what's going down. I think today I would only say that it's because of the expiry. So for everything, for me, expiry is the benchmark. So Murali Killa, what is the platform that you're using? And yeah, this is basically trade flow. Let me give you the link to you. So I pay money for this thing. It comes to about 1.2 lakhs per year. This actually eases, I mean, it takes away a lot of manual effort. Otherwise, I'll have to spend quite a bit of time. Only disadvantage is because it's so easy, you end up doing a lot of trades. That's the only disadvantage, but otherwise, it's a good tool. So I think I see after the fall at about not fall, I think some, yeah, we can call it as a fall rather. I think retested the previous one, right? So we had two green candles and then one red candle, and then again we're getting one more green candle right now. So that might probably impact my this particular this one little one. 11 right now it's about 11:45 or so. So let's see. As I said, the 16 rupees I have a stop loss here. In case, maybe I'll also put a trailing stop loss in case if I'm able to capitalize something there. So we got a first green candle after the red one. Let's see. So today IV is quite negligible compared to the IV that we had seen earlier, right? So we go to option chain. Let me share the other screen very quickly. So today, let's if you look at the ITM, sorry, in the money, right? So 23, this is basically only 11 is IV, which is quite negligible. If you attended that session I took on Sunday, let's do quick calculation. I'll tell you the number. So currently the spot price is what is the spot price? 23,218, right? 23,218. And I'm not sharing my screen, but don't worry, I'll tell you the number. And the IV is at about 12. Time to expiry is just 1 day, and then yeah, I think it's actually 0 days. So yeah, it's actually showing there is not much of a movement actually technically. So I think there is some kind of an up move. So my premium has increased now. So it's basically became 12 rupees. So I'm keeping. So I think we can also see the prices here, right? So it's yeah, this is 12 rupees. So this is what which I'm tracking right now. Let me increase this font. You can also track it. It's basically my condition is in case if it goes to 13, sorry, 16, I'm going to exit off of the quantity right now. So that's the plan at this point of time. Let me take some more questions. And so one of your trade where you took order more than what you will get in after it will become zero. No, I think that's probably we're referring to the weekend trade that I took, right? So no, usually I would not wait for the risk to get materialized, right? I think no one would wait till that point of time. So we'll have to exit a bit early. Let's say suppose RR actually says, okay, I think one second. It's 13.55. That's okay. I think as I said, 16, I have put the stop loss. So let's see. Yeah, so let's go back to your question. So it's not that we need to wait till the last minute to get that materialized, right? We can always exit a bit early. So that's what which we could we can always do. Why this is not moving? Yeah, I think sensible is very slow. Okay, just maybe if I'm not keeping an eye on off, you keep an eye on this price. So when it goes to 15, just let me know because I'm answering the questions. All right, so let me take. Can we? Oh, of course, yeah, we can always apply skewness, and that's what which I did in my quantities, right? So this is 168, this is 192. I think right now, while I mean earlier I had moved here mainly because I saw market is actually falling a little bit. That's the reason I had more quantities here. Sorry, less quantities here, but here we have more quantities. If you don't mind, one second, can you please tell PNL from January to December? How much is percentage with your capital use, Rajesh Kannan? If you don't mind, can you please tell PNL from last year? Okay, maybe I will share that offline. So Rajesh, so most of my trades also I combine with the portfolio that I have. So sometimes, some days I might lose on the options, but then I would gain on the portfolio. That's the reason I also prefer doing covered call most often. In the bad days, you still protect the portfolio. As generally, I do not look at the derivatives as the only PNL, just the derivatives, but overall net worth. So I think there is definitely some up more. So let's wait for some time, not to get hurried. So as of now, the 16 I'm not changing. I'll stick to that for now. I think probably one change that I can do is I can probably do a small strangle here, which is 250. That would I think that's okay. I think this is kind of traced back again. Yeah, Munna Naidu. So I do the strangle adjustments quite a bit. Expiry trade, that's how you would actually make money. Otherwise, you will not make money. Yeah, I mean, obviously, you can also lose money. Not that you always make money, right? So let me share my. So right now, IV is okay. I just want to keep an eye on the IV. That's the reason I came here. Uh, okay, I think it's good. It's cooled down as of now. Let me go back to the trade flow. And she said, I'm in loss of over 20 lakhs now. I have stopped trading now. No, I think my suggestion, Ansh, if you lost, I think you should take that as a lost only. Do not try to recover. If you try to again try to put a target saying that I want to recover 20 lakhs, you might end up losing another 20 lakhs. My suggestion is to take that as a sunk cost, and which is like done and dusted, right? So you'll have to forget that thing. But then if your new strategy is anything that you come across, if you think they're going to give some good money, do some bit of a testing, both back testing and also forward testing, and then see if it works. If you think it works, you'll have to go on and do. But right now, do not. Again, this is my view. I mean, I'm sure if you speak to 10 people, they will tell 10 different things. But this is what I generally do in case if you lose some money in a month, right? So it's there is nothing to beat yourself. That month is gone or that year is gone. So every month you'll have to start like a fresh month, and then that's where you start again a journey from zero, and then see if it works. And next time, because you already burn the hands, and you need to be just careful. You do not want to really blow up all the money and then do proper risk management, and then that's it. I think that would my view would help you. I think I'm getting some triggers. I'm not sure why. Oh, okay, got it. Let me share the. Any of you use Renko charts? Yeah, what I suggest, Ansh TOI, do proper analysis of your strategy and then do not really jump into the trade, right? So I know it's not easy to come out of losses. I think all of us, any trader would go through that personally. There's nothing right or wrong in it, right? So because we will never get all 100% trades right. Yeah, go a bit slowly. That's all. I think that's all I can tell you. So we see this is actually getting breached. If you see this one, let me make it easy. All right. So I think if this actually gets broken, then oh my god. Okay, I think there is definitely some movement. So my 16 got hit. That gone down. I think that's because of there is a immediate spike here. 1 second. I think if I go back to 1 minute, you got to see that. Yeah, this spike. So that spike took away close to 50,000, I think. So I have now exited all the CE, which took away almost a lakh. A 16 years old, my suggestion is to not to get into trading. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but my suggestion is to, again, it's I'm sure your parents are a lot more in a better position to advise you, but then not to get into trading, I think it's too early until unless you are actually earning money yourself. It doesn't make sense, and it also doesn't make sense to put your parents' money. At the end of the day, if you lose money, then you'll have to be obviously responsible for what is happening. So again, I mean, this is not a trading advice. This is more of a personal advice. So I mean, you might make money, and I'm not saying that you will not make money, but then it's too early for you to risk until unless you earn the money yourself. So my 3 lakhs profit became 2.8 right now. The reason was there were two sudden exits. So there is so if I consider this as a okay, so I'm at the 1 minute. I think that's the challenge. So let me go to 3 minutes at least. All right. So we got some resistance at Camarilla. I think this is L4, I think, or maybe one of those. Anyway, it doesn't matter, L3 or L4, but then this is some kind of a resistance right now. But let's see if this is going to break. And I was actually expecting this is going to be double top, and this is as of now double bottom. But let's see. So this is double bottom. And then this is double top, and probably we have a new top also. But then right now we'll have to keep an eye on this in case if this breaches, then we need to be worried. So as of now, these are all the two levels: 23,260 and then 23,200. If one of them breaches, then we need to be a bit careful. That's all. So this is 1 second. I think this also, yeah, this is a Renko setup, and this is very no-brainer. If you follow Renko charts, it's from morning. I think not morning, from yesterday we had a green signal, and then as of now it did not broken. We'll see how it goes, and yeah. So I have right now 23,300 and then 23,200, both of them. And peak was about 3 lakhs. And then out of that, I lost 1 lakh right now. I'll probably risk another 50,000. And in case if it reaches about 1,50,000, I'll have to exit the trade for today with some profits. So I'm not planning to come to 23,150. Sorry, 23,250 P right now. The reason is it actually lived in this place for a long time. I do not want to risk anything there. And also, currently the synthetic future is at 23,261 versus the spot price is 23,250. There is 10 rupees difference, and we'll see. I have so this is the ideally the exit point anyway. We have exited there. So right now, let me also punch in here the latest ones, and 23 to 300. So this is basically got about 54 here, and then I got same 144 here. I'm not changing anything, so I will stay here. So right now, at least these candles look red, which is good, mainly for my strategy perspective, right? So I will stay on this, and I think I can add a few more quantity on the top. So it's 108 right now. I doubled it. Yeah, let's wait on this strategy for now, at least until one more moment or whatever. Setup details, candlesticks, setup and indicators. So it's very straightforward. Let me show you this, and ignore the Renko for now, but this is basically what I have. I think in general I also use DC, which is a down chain channel. So DC, one second, this is let's see if we put 5 minutes. 5 minutes, 1 second, gotta be 63, I think. Let me just check once. $63, that's fine. So there are too many lines, so let me get rid of a few of them. All right, so I have only two indicators now. One is down chain channel, and then second is this one. This one, it's a linear weighted moving average. So right now it is showing anyway green, and let's see. But I think the advantage with expiry trade is because markets anyway perpetually don't go up, right? So somewhere it will stop. That's where you get a flexibility of play around with the PEC. But this is definitely not so useful in the non-expiry days.
You disabled this skill. Please enable it in the Alexa app. And did
I think if this actually breaches, I will have to exit my C. What is time now? Okay, 1 hour. So I do not know what's going to happen now. So this is definitely on the upper side of downtrend channel, but I'm not sure if this is going to be recovery or it's going to be not recovery. It's going to come back or it's going to stay there. Absolutely do not have any clue. All right, I will actually close the live trade about 12:40 or so. So Ansh, can you please ping me on this one, Twitter? I'll probably connect with you offline. All right, probably I'll close the trade so there is nothing is happening. So let me share my latest. So the 3 lakhs that we had earlier that became 2 lakhs right now, but that's all. As I said, I will close the trade if it goes to 1.5 lakhs. So I think that is still okay. Profit for today. And then I'll anyway keep have these positions up and running, and let's see how it goes. And so I think right now I'm not very sure what's going to happen. So if it is a more of an expiry kind of a manipulation, then markets would actually come back. But if it is a organic buying, then definitely it will stay. I'll have to really look at bit on the volumes and other things and then see to understand what's happening. But right now I think I also have the this one the trades have been shared and the live trades are shared in the Sensible. So have a look at them and then ping me on which is at Twitter. All right, so I will actually close the live trade. Yes, indeed. The reason was there is too much of volatility in the recent days, right? So I think I'm okay to right now get 1 or 2 lakhs here and there instead of losing a lot of money. So because the markets have become very unpredictable, so we do not know what's going to happen next minute, right? So that's the thing. Especially the Tuesday Sensex expiry is quite violent, and I would have probably lost a good amount of money there, single day. So I just want to be bit careful. That's all. Yeah, I think if you're not seen my Twitter thing, right? So Tuesday, the peak losses went about 20 lakhs, and it took actually 19 lakhs, and it took probably last 2 hours. I had to do quite a bit of a trades to get back that money. Ended up at about 6.25, I think, losses. So today again, my entry was I did not really get on to a lot of positions, so I'm not touching mid cap monthly. I would not be doing mid cap because last expiry was quite violent. I do not want to touch that anymore. And so synthetic future, it's different than the normal future. Typically expires on the month end, right? But synthetic, this is basically what would happen today. This is predominantly talks about today's expiry, not the monthly expiry. That's the only difference. You can say that way. For example, let's say now at 265, right? So if you go to straddle prices, you'll be able to get this number. Probably it's very difficult for you to calculate right now, but imagine that it is exactly 23250, then you'll be able to see the difference. So you can actually see this in which is that, sorry, sensible. But then sensible, I think they do monthly synthetic features, not the weekly expiry. But then this is derived from the option prices actually. It's okay. Let me paste here. It's basically Ravindra underscore PE. 1 second. I do not know Pratap, so I go. It's like I'm a 5 minutes candle. Whatever happens in the next 5 minutes, that's what matters to me. And while I do have long-term investments, but at least from the trading perspective, I would not really come up with any preconceived notions, right? Otherwise, you end up losing money. Um, So especially intraday, we can't even predict what's going to happen in the next 5 minutes, right? So it's we do not know what will happen to the day. And also, I think if any of you're following this open interest and other things, I'm sure if you're trading, you know that most of these open interests are also broken a lot of times. So I have a stop loss for 16 here. I see there is at least one red candle. So So I have only two conditions here. So this is basically in case if it breaches 16, I'm going to exit everything. But in case this breaches 16, I'm going to exit off. The only reason is because it's already up today. I would not expect it going to go more up. That's where PE said I can take some risk. I have added additional quantity. I'm not sure if you were able to see that. So now it became 126. So okay, 1 second. Let me also adjust this. Short covering may happen. It can happen. Which strike price is it, Pratap? 2.8 crore call writers. Is it 23,250 or 23,200? Sorry, apologies. 23,300. I think probably I will exit this trade right now. Maybe I'll come a bit closer. Let me just check the. So open interest, as I said, it works most of the times, but then there are the days where it doesn't work also. So I see 23,200 got put side 4.5 calls. Puts were written 23,200, and then 23,300 I see close to 2.5 crores. So I always see the open interest from the seller's perspective, never did from the buyer's perspective. So yeah, I think you were right. So if you see today, I about 2.3 crores. You were absolutely right. So absolutely right. So today, I think the fresh calls were written 1.58 crores. Let's see. So short covering to happen, we also need to look at the volumes. If, as I said, if it is a organic growth, right, where all the retailers are buying, that's absolutely all right, because they'll not have power to do the short covering. But if it is somebody who is trying to manipulate, if they're writing, then obviously they'll be able to do something. I'm just checking the notes. Volume chart. All right. Let's look at HDFC Bank. I'm actually looking at my one more screen, so I'm not changing the screen for now. So I think the volumes are not so great. Oh, okay. One second. No, I think I'll take. No, I think yesterday there were good volumes, but today they're okay. Yeah, I think I'll stay on this. So volumes are not so great. Take HDFC and then perhaps Reliance also. Yeah, Reliance, who had a very big selling candle around 11:45 today. That's close to 1.3 million stocks were traded, sold rather. I think probably I'll go with the peaceful trade for today. It's 85 and then maybe. I remove this condition now. Again, if it goes to about 10, I will add one more condition. But right now, I'm more worried about this particular one, 1380. So 1380, if it goes to 16, I will completely exit this trade. Or maybe I'll come to a lot more closure. Let's say 15, 1 rupee difference, that's all. Do not need this. All right, let's wait on this trade. Nothing. Nifty is getting manipulated every day, not just expiry day. So I think this will go off now. Yeah. Okay, that's good. So I have only 2 trades now. So I'll wait on this for now. Then add some more here. Already equal quantity. If everything goes well, I'll get about 1 lakh here. But let's see. I think I'll wait for some time and maybe let me make it lakh. All right. So 1 more lakh I'll get. That will become 3.45 for today. That's all right. So I think mostly I'll not make any other changes. So I will stay on this trade until unless there is some drastic up or down move. So okay, then I think yeah, 12:45 that I'll close this live trade and so maybe in the later in the day I might come to a straddle depending on how this particular thing gets moved, right? So I'm expecting right now, as of now, it's still this could be a straddle 23,500. But let me also look at the open interest. Yeah, open interest. I think that looks like a straddle to me. But yeah, as some of you are saying, anything can happen on expiry day. So let's keep an eye. But right now, I think if everything goes well, either I would exit at 1.5 or 3.5, one of those probabilities. So you are absolutely right. You are right. So let me wait for probably some time and then see how it goes. And you are right. I'll probably get on to next week expiry. But let's see. Thank you so much. And I think that's all from my end for now. And have a fantastic remaining Friday. And let's see if we can meet again next time. Bye bye.